Welcome to my channel. My name is Brigid and I own Glow and Go Aesthetics. So today we're doing something kind of fun. We're going to be taking a look at some esthetician horror stories from TikTok because I often fall into the doom scroll and I see a lot of these videos. I personally, as a newer esthetician, do not have crazy horror stories. Thank the Lord. But I do often see them on my social media and I felt like sharing. So these are some of the best that I have come across. First one is crazy, sis. It's crazy. Roll the footage.
Did y'all hear about that lady who's an esthetician who had her minor daughter waxing other women's like down their area? And she did quite a few of them because the mama made an Instagram post saying that her daughter made over $700 that day waxing these women. Why? Why to the mama, and then why to all them women that laid on that waxing bed and opened their legs so a minor could wax their downstairs area? I don't get that. Why?
First of all, this creator is always going after people who are just not they're doing minors wrong, which I love her for that because she really like she protects SA survivors. Like this girl's legit. But that's crazy. Literally to have your child wax, just a horror story period when it comes to the beauty industry, and I couldn't not share it because like if something ever happened like that to you as a customer, say no. Just be like, you know what? No, I'm very uncomfortable with this. And I guarantee you there were women who were uncomfortable, but they just were like, like a fear response, like you're just like frozen. That's what I feel like. But if anything, like, God forbid, happened to you like that, say no. Be like, girl, I didn't come for a child, okay? I came for you to do your job. As estheticians, we go to school for different lengths of time, obviously, to be licensed. We learn infection control. We learn about staying safe ourselves and keeping our clients safe. So it's like literally unimaginable that a woman who is an esthetician herself would allow her child to be put in a situation where she doesn't necessarily know all this stuff and she's just doing it like for what? For money? Like all money is not good money. Like what are you teaching? What? This next creator is actually one of my favorite estheticians that I follow. I love Ronnie up over here, but I also love Stephanie. She just gives invaluable advice of years of experience. She's also a teacher. Love her content, but some of these stories, girl, they be crazy. Crazy. And let's just watch. Let's watch.
If you change your underwear regularly and you change them daily, scroll. For those of you who don't, come here. Come here. We don't want to see it. Yes, you guys keep saying, oh, they're selling their underwear. This esthetician says I can confirm I had a client who sold her used undies. She wore them for an entire week. Usually she was in on Thursdays, which was day 5 for her. We see this in our treatment room. And some of y'all don't even sell your draws. Come here. I understand the side hustle. I get it. It's probably a good side hustle. I get it. But why we got to be involved? Why do we have to be traumatized with that? Yes, there's some people that enjoy buying your draws. I get it. We do, us waxers, us Brazilian waxers, as estheticians, we don't want to be a part of it. We really don't. We really don't. I'm not knocking your hustle, but we really don't. And for those of you who are not selling your draws and y'all are just wearing them 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days, please wash before you come to your appointment. Wash good. Soak in the bathtub, then wash. Then get back in that tub, soak again, and then wash again before you come into your appointment. Wash as much as you can before you come in. Okay? All right? We know it. We know what's happening. I said it before. I've been in this industry 21 years. I've seen a lot. Mm-hmm. I'm not knocking your hustle. I just don't want to be a part of your hustle. Okay? All right. Thank you, honey. Have the day you deserve.
Gross. I'm a shame myself just real quick. For the sake of y'all, I'm gonna give you a crazy story, but a lesson that I learned. So when I was like, I would say 6 years old, I had a doctor appointment, and I still remember the doctor's name, Dr. I'm embarrassed that I even remember her name. And I was up on the table, was getting like a routine checkup, but not even like, I didn't think it was like a physical or anything like that. I'm 6 years old. What do I know? You know? And I'm up on the table. She's checked everything out, my joints, my knees, whatever they check out on little kids, right? And next thing I know, she is having me like taking off my pants, right? Because we're checking everything. And I'm ashamed to say that I had 6-year-old underwear, which means I probably used like 2 squares of toilet paper max at that time. And I was the most embarrassed I have ever been in my entire life. I was 6. So, like, that was a big moment for me. And from that day on, I learned a very valuable lesson about hygiene as a 6-year-old girl, that at all times, I need to be clean and taking care of myself. And I know that's crazy, like a 6-year-old thinking that, but like, it was so scarring that naturally there was nothing else but learning that could happen from that. Otherwise, I would be embarrassed till I die, which I still will be. But it's the point that like I learned a valuable lesson. And to think that there are grown women walking around having not learned that lesson just for a quick buck is astonishing to me. And you know, one of the marks of a woman who is like had some upbringing is that when she takes off her stuff, she doesn't just throw her chonies in the little, you know, the little thing we keep out to put your valuables in. Like, you're not just tossing your chonies in there. You're folding them up or putting them in your pants. Like, to me, that's respectful. I'll never forget my teacher even saying that when she looked down and she was like looking in all of our baskets. She's like, y'all had some upbringing because you folded your drawers inside. Like, you're not just leaving it out. If I see you touching your panties, which I have seen, thongs. Ugh, gross. Gross. I don't know. I don't know what you're thinking, but legit, as a waxer, as a Brazilian waxer, don't let me catch you doing that. Okay? Please don't. Change your drawers. Don't come to me on a week where you are doing this. Okay? If you want to do it by yourself, I think it's immoral, personally. But if that's what you choose to do, just don't come to me on that week. Okay, Queen? Thank you. Uh, okay, this next video. Mellow exotic lashes. Tell me, Queen. Tell me what's up. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Let's see what she has. Y'all don't hear me just want to dance. Literally, that's all she's wanting to do. Do not go to your waxer to have them touching your private areas if you have an infection, if you suspect you have an infection, if you have an outbreak. Like, be concerned for other people. I know I don't want to take y'all to church, but listen. You know the word, how it says the love of many will grow cold? I feel like we're at the tip top of that statement. Like, people just don't think about the comfort of other people in situations, and they don't love each other enough, even as like strangers interacting. They don't love each other enough to be polite or to care about themselves or that person. Like, as a waxer, please do not come to me if that is the case. Obviously, this is a true story for this creator, and she's even going in to say, like, if you look at her description portion of it, she's even showing like this girl was out there trying to engage in some coitus or something, and obviously, knowing that this person has an outbreak, waxing them so that they can then go out to do this stuff, in good conscience, I couldn't do that. We would be canceling the appointment, and you would probably be blocked from being my client. Like, I have the right to refuse service, and queen, that's what's gonna be happening, because I don't understand. People do weird stuff. Weird. So this next creator, her name is Jewel. I'm assuming she worked at maybe like an EWC center. I don't know. I don't know for sure. But let's take a look at this story, because child, it blew my mind. Literally blew my mind.
Julie, what's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you? And as some of you know, I do have a lot of guests that follow me on here. I used to work for a big franchised corporate waxing place. And if you don't know what it is, I'm pretty sure you could put the pieces together, because honestly, there's only a few wax chains. So, one day, this girl books an appointment. She's the very last appointment of the day. We know who she is. She has came in before, and let's just say she doesn't have proper body hygiene. And yes, I know as a waxer, we come into, like, there is an odor. Like, we all know that as waxers. But that's not the point, because that doesn't bother us. It's more of the fact that you're not taking care of yourself. And I'm just gonna say it, she had an STD. So in the past, she's came in to get waxed, and one girl that was a waxer, was performing the waxing service, literally had to leave the room because she was gonna throw up, and somebody had to come in and finish the service. Comes to the end of the night, she's late, she walks in and she goes, okay, I have an appointment, and she has no shoes on, first of all. And then also, this girl is like, I have a dick appointment tonight. So for me, I'm like, I'm not waxing her, so I don't really care. I'm just gonna finish up my closing duties. The waxer takes her in the back to get waxed, and this girl starts going like off because the waxer kind of gave her like the spiel of, hey, we can't wax you today just because it does look like there's gonna be a little bit of irritation. I want you to come back with a doctor's note. She starts going off, calling us racist. She's like, I don't understand what the problem is. Every time I come in here, there's always an issue, but I go to other places and I can get waxed perfectly fine, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and you can hear it because we're all just like sitting over there and we're like, what the hell is going on? So the waxer walks out and we're kind of trying to like find a solution. So I was like, I'm going to go in there and I'll just tell her I'm from corporate. Complete lie. So I walk in there and I'm like, hi, I'm Julie. I'm a corporate waxer. I'm here for training. Is there anything I can help you with? I heard there was an issue going on. And she starts telling me like, you guys are racist. You guys won't wax me.
Baby girl, it ain't got nothing to do with your race and everything to do with your STD and the green biohazard that you are producing. I mean, I do kind of blame these other waxing places for not making this client aware, like, hey, this is going on. I mean, we don't diagnose what we see. We cannot. That's not our scope of practice. But like, we could still see, and we could still nicely suggest to people like, you might want to get checked because there's an area that's showing concern or whatever. Maybe like referring somebody to a dermatologist, somebody to a doctor, especially if you're a waxer and you like see something. It's important. Okay, so I'm going to speak to the clients right now. If you are a client and you feel like something is maybe wrong down there, try not to book your appointment. Don't book it. Don't even try. Just don't book your appointment. Go to the doctor. Like, take the money you would spend on your Brazilian or bikini wax and use that to pay your copay. Like, at this point, that's what you need to be doing. And it's not being mean. It's not being insensitive. It's just, we protect you. Like, that is our goal. But our goal is to also protect ourselves. And if we feel something is just too much for us, we can say that to you. And I don't, let me say this. It is our job to say it tactfully and respectfully and with kindness. But like, would you appreciate unwashed booty? Would you appreciate an STD, seeing an STD? Would you appreciate green discharge? Like, think to yourself first what you would like to see or not see. And And then I'm sure there are psychopaths out there who frankly don't care. But if you are, maybe you need to be Brazilian waxing at home. I think that's what it might be. Thank you so much for joining me and watching today's video, these crazy horror stories. As an esthetician, like, I know there are going to be things that are going to be alarming or whatnot, but like, these stories are off the wall. Like, and I feel like we as estheticians are just spreading this awareness so that, like, if you sense this might be something you're going through or you've done, to make you more aware. It's not to shame anybody, you know? But yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy stories. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. Don't forget to follow my other social medias. I have an IG and a TikTok, and I will see you in the next video, Queen. Bye.